Featured. Welcome to this Stockbox interview.
London-listed Great Southern Copper, epic code GSCU, is focused on copper, gold and lithium exploration in Chile. The company has purchase options to acquire 100% rights to two projects in Chile's underexplored coastal belt that are prospective for large-scale copper and gold deposits, plus options to acquire rights to 100% of a lithium project located in the Sala de Atacama district. Chief Executive Sam Garrett joins us today to bring us up to date on an exciting development. Good morning, Sam. How are you?
Good morning. It's nice to be with you again.
Nice to see you again too. Sam, when we last spoke, Great Southern Copper had expanded the Especularia project with the acquisition of the Cerro Negro and Artemisa projects, which of course incorporates part of an old Antofagasta mine. Now, exciting news today, of course, you've finalized the purchase option agreement for the Artemisa concessions, which effectively consolidates the company's control of the Colorado lithocap. What does this mean for the company in practical terms?
Well, it means another 1,600 hectares of exploration ground in our Especularia project portfolio, and it's actually quite critical because it brings, although the Artemisa agreement brings 5 sort of disparately separate prospects into the group, 2 of those are immediately adjacent to our existing prospects, Victoria and Lipa, that significantly enhance those 2 prospects. So Victoria, for example, we've put out numerous releases on the high-grade copper and gold vein breccias that we've been intersecting there. This acquisition extends that prospect a further 2 kilometres to the west and 1.5 kilometres to the south, and similarly with Lipa. So we're expanding our mineral prospect footprint in those 2 areas, which is very big. They're very big. They've developed now into very big prospect areas. So, and they also they represent walk-up drill targets. So that's key for us, is that it's adding to our drilling pipeline in the Especularia project. So over the next sort of 6 to 24 months, we'll be aiming to drill a number of these Artemisa concessions along with our existing ones. So, for example, Victoria and Lipa, they will now just sort of fit into an expanded prospect portfolio, so to speak. And yeah, we'll be looking forward to drilling those soon.
Excellent. Yes, I did read the announcement, and those drill-ready targets must be a really exciting prospect for you and the team.
Indeed, they've got high grade, and they've got potential for scale. So, that's you can't ask for much more than that at surface, at least anyway. So, it's time to get our ducks in a row and bring the rigs in and give them the ultimate test.
Indeed. Well, Great Southern, of course, announced an excellent set of drilling results from the Teresita and Abundante prospects last month, and I believe the mineralized vein system you've identified at Teresita is over 5 kilometers in cumulative strike length. Have there been any further developments there since the drilling?
Yeah, well, the result today, the announcement today, comes on the back of that work at Teresita. So the Teresita drilling was fundamental in, it did its job. It confirmed for us that these intrusive related vein breccia structures are mineralized at depth, and therefore the Victoria mineralization that we're seeing, which is directly analogous to Teresita, and as a consequence, the ground adjacent to it in the Artemisa ground became increasingly more valuable. So to be able to now put our footprint on all that ground and control all of it is strategically very important for us. So in terms of Teresita itself now, yes, we need to use those results to go back and further define drill targets. There'll be more scout drilling to do at Teresita. There's 5 kilometres of vein strike length. It's a very big system. So, but at least now we've got a lot more confidence in what the system looks like.
Of course. So you've got that existing knowledge from Teresita, and of course the mineralization that you know about there. What can you tell us about the types of mineralization at these new Artemisa concessions and what they bring to Especularita overall?
Yeah, it's a good question, and the answer is that the new concessions bring into the group, into the Especularita portfolio, porphyry targets. So a lot of them sit around the margins of our existing lithocap project. There's also isolated porphyry targets at Vayuda. They bring in intrusive related copper gold systems, such as we see at Teresita and Victoria. And they also bring in, as in the case at Rulos, IOCG skarn type deposits, which is another form of potentially high grade copper system. And that's analogous to the results we've been seeing at our Aurelia prospect. So lots of big copper type ore bodies that we've looking forward to exploring for over the next few years.
Super. Okay, and also of course you've got the Cerro Negro acquisition. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. What can you tell us about that? What's the latest that has come from that prospect?
Cerro Negro is another key acquisition for us. It's an old Antofagasta mine that exposes the base of the lithocap, and it's a window for us into what we can see under the lithocap, and what we see is high grade copper and silver outcropping in the base of the pit. So there's a walk up drill target there, drilling beneath the old pit, and we all know that the best place to find new mines is underneath and around old mines. So that'll be our immediate focus. But for 2 to 4 kilometres along strike, we're seeing further evidence of that system expanding along trend along this big structure. So we make sure that we're holding all that ground now, and we've extended our due diligence period on the Cerro Negro option to allow us to investigate what is a significantly larger data package than we were originally expecting. So that's good news. There's lots of old sections and plans to go through. So we're hoping to finalise that within the next month or so.
Excellent. Well, I guess now you've secured those concessions at Artemisa. That project's going to be the primary focus for Great Southern Copper for the immediate future. Can you just give investors a flavour of what they can expect and look forward to in the coming weeks and months?
Well, we aim to be drilling, and the next few months we'll be preparing for drilling. So we've already started, if you like, the permitting process for drilling on 4 of these prospects, not just the Artemisa ones, but our original ones as well. In the meantime, we'll be continuing with our soil sampling and rock chipping and mapping programs, so there'll be more results to come out from that. But the aim is to be drilling at least 4 of these prospects over the next 6 to 24 months. So lots of news flow, and fingers crossed, lots of good results.
Excellent. Well, Sam, it's been great speaking with you. We wish you every success for the drilling campaign at Especularita and of course for the coming year. Sam Garrett, Chief Executive of Great Southern Copper, many thanks for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
If you enjoyed this interview, then give us a thumbs up, a like or a retweet. Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter and hit that notification bell to be the first to know when we release new content. There's loads of great content on our website too, across all our programs at stockboxmedia.com. Thank you for watching.